What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. We're doing a prediction video today for Spearow / Fearow. Spearow, the tiny bird Pokemon, and Fearow, the beak Pokemon. This is a replay video. I've actually done this before a long time ago. I'll put the link in the description down below so you can watch it if you want to. Wasn't the best quality. It was when I first started and kind of get my feet under me. But I did play this before, so I am comparing this playthrough to that one. Let's go ahead and look at the stats of the Pokemon, and then we'll get to a prediction. Stats. Spearow starts out with 40 HP, 60 attack, 30 defense, 31 special, and 70 speed. Not the greatest stats. It is a first stage Pokemon. Attack and speed are its bread and butter. HP is okay. Defense and special are, they can definitely get better. But not very good. But attack and speed for sure are pretty good. At level 20, we evolve into Fearow. And Fearow gets 65 HP, 90 attack, 65 defense, 61 special, and 100 speed. So, not too bad of stats. It could be better. There's definitely better Pokemon out there, better flying types out there for sure. But where it lacks in a little bit of stats, it definitely makes up with some moves. So, we'll go ahead and move on to the moves. Now, we're supposed to level up at level 20, or evolve at level 20. We're not going to, and you'll see why. I'll tell you why here in a little bit. But the move set for this Pokemon is... I start off with Peck. Peck is 35 base power. It's 100% accurate, and it's also stab, which means it's 1.5 times attack. So it's actually about a 53 base power move. Growl is a move that can lower the opposition's attacks by 1 stage. And we get Leer at level 9, and that lowers the opposition's defense by a stage. So that's good, and it's 100% accurate. So those are okay, and then we start getting into an odd ball move here or there. Fury attack is 15 base power. It's 85% accurate, but it's also stab, so it's about 23 base power. So not very powerful, but does hit multiple times. It hit the 5 times, so it gives us some variety for sure. But I don't know if it's better than Peck. It has to hit multiple times to outdo Peck, but Peck has better accuracy, so it's a trade-off. Mirror move. I don't think I've ever actually used this move in any playthroughs, even before I started doing YouTube. What it does, it will mirror the last move the opposition did, and we outspeed a lot of things. That's not exactly the greatest idea. Just saying. And at level 29, we get Drill Peck. Now, here's why I said we're not going to evolve Spearow right away, because at level 29, we get Drill Peck if it's Spearow. If it's Fearow, that gets pushed back like level 34, and I kind of want this move as fast as humanly possible. So we're not going to evolve Spearow into Fearow until at least level 29. It's an 80 base power move, but with stab, it's 120 base power. Very powerful move. We can get very early in the game, and it's 100% accurate. And then the last move we get is agility. Agility will give us the ability to badge boost. It boosts our speed, but what it also does is for every other badge we get, it actually gives us a boost in our stats, 12.5% for every badge that coincides with the stat. Brock coincides with attack stat. Lieutenant Surge does defense. Koga does speed, and special is Blaine. So every badge we get, every time you do like a stat modifying move, boost your stats. So let's go on to the TM move set. Not very broad move set, but we do get some nice TMs that can help us. Razor Wind is horrible. Toxic or Whirlwind and Toxic are horrible. We can use Takedown and Double Edge. Double Edge may be used in this playthrough. Hyper Beam will be used in this playthrough. We don't have a lot of variety. I would usually not go for Hyper Beam unless I absolutely have to, but with this Pokemon you absolutely have to. You don't have a lot of moves, and you don't have a lot of powerful moves. As much as Drill Peck is a very powerful flying type, it's not going to be enough. There's a lot of things in Elite Four that are going to give us problems, and you need to have the most powerful move you can get, and that's Hyper Beam. Double Edge is very powerful as well. Those of those are stab, but one's 100 base power, one's 150. With stab, Double Edge is 150, and with stab, Hyper Beam, you're looking at a 225 base power move. So both of them are powerful. The problem is, Double Edge it does recoil, so whatever I do, the opposition I'm going to get hit back. And then Hyper Beam, 90% accurate, that can cause some issues. Rage would probably be okay with this Pokemon early because we are normal type and it does have a decent attack and it has some stab, but we don't get it early. You can't get it till late in the game, so it's kind of pointless. Mimic will come in very handy when it comes to mimicking recovery moves or mimicking a move for the badge boost or even an attacking move. So that'll come in handy late in the game. Double Team's outlawed. The actual last time I played this, I used Double Team to get by Lorelei, and I'm not going to do that this time. So I got to find a much better strategy. Bide is a move we can use for just a little bit, but what it does, it deals back whatever's done to us. We deals back double that damage. Swift, 60 base power, 90% or 100% accurate. Actually, does not even 100% accurate. It doesn't miss. And it's 90 with our stab. Sky attack. This attack's very powerful, but I don't like it. It's very powerful. It's the most powerful, technically the most powerful sky attack or flying type move in the game. But I would argue that Drill Peck is better. Sky attack is 210 power over 2 turns. So you go up in the air for 1 turn, you come back down with the attack in the second, and it's not like Fly. Fly, you go up in the air and they can't touch you. Sky attack, they can. So you can get hit, you can get knocked out, you can get poisoned, you can get paralyzed, you can get put to sleep, whatever. So you can, all that stuff can happen while you're up in the air. So you can just do Drill Peck, 120 base power move over twice in 2 turns, and you're looking at 240, power done. So that's why I don't like Sky attack. It's not great. I don't know why you get it so late in the game, and I get it, it's very powerful, but it's just so unreliable. There's very few power points. It's just not a reliable move. You can't even knock out a whole team with that. So rest, we are gonna use it, but we're not gonna actually add the move ourselves. We're gonna probably mimic it. And substitute, I have not used substitute yet, probably won't. And then fly. I would use fly if we didn't have options, but we have Drill Peck, which is more powerful and more accurate. And we have other moves that we can use other than fly. With Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, Pidgey, whatever you want to call it, we had used fly because our most powerful attack flying-wise was wing attack, which is only 35 base power. So that doubled the power right there, and that's not even counting your stab. So that's the move set for this Pokemon, TM move set. Not the greatest, but not the worst either. Let's go on to the rules. We can only use Pidgey in battle. We can use other Pokemon for HMs or the catch Pokemon for HMs. Running clock with 3 exceptions. 1 is Lieutenant Surge's Gym. 2 is around Celadon City. We have to buy some stuff and sell some stuff. So I just pause the timer, don't rush it. Sometimes I use that as an intermission to go use the restroom, check on my child, whatever. And 3 is we're going to get a move from the Rocket Game Corn in this for sure. We will pause the timer for that. You can only buy 50 coins at once in Generation 1, and I'm not punishing any Pokemon that has to have that to get through the game, because I would just code it in if I could. I don't know how to code though. No glitches or exploits allowed. No badge boost. The badge boost is okay. No missing go or Pokédoll glitch, and no items in battle. The only one I will kind of accept is Neither, and that's just to counter me being negligent. With not paying attention, because sometimes you get in autopilot mode. And also, while you're here, please subscribe and like the button. I'm trying to get this channel on a good push, and if you subscribe, great. That shows me that people are watching this. If you comment, that shows that you're really listening, and commenting helps the YouTube algorithm. When it gets more comments, it shows up in more people's searches. Same with likes, all that good stuff. And I'd appreciate if you'd share it so that your friends can enjoy this video as much as you did. And also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. They're posted right there on the page. And let's get back to the actual prediction of this video. So, the last time we played through this Pokemon, it was an hour and 58 minutes. I don't think we're going to take that long. I think I can get this done. I'd like to get this done on an hour and 30 minutes, but Lorelei can be really a headache. A really, really big headache. So I think an hour and 30 to hour and 35 minutes is a respectable time for this Pokemon. It's up until Elite 4, there's really not going to be any real struggles except for maybe Lieutenant Surge. Okay? And Lieutenant Surge, it's only because he's electric type. And then you also have, it's just, because we're not going to evolve at level 20, we're not going to get that stat boost until we get our move Drill Peck at 29. So that's the trade-off. We're going to keep our lower stats to get a better move faster, but it's not going to help us when it comes to fighting some gyms. Like Misty will be a problem because we don't have the higher attack stat. We have the higher speed will be fine, but attack stat's not higher. Health isn't higher. Defense isn't higher to take something, or special isn't higher either to take a damage from Misty and her Pokemon. So that's like another example that we're gonna have to deal with. But it's gonna be okay. I think we'll get this done though in an hour and a half to an hour and 35 minutes. I think that's what's gonna happen. Really, the biggest issue, and it's the biggest issue for any flying type. It didn't seem to be an issue with Farfetch or Dugtrio, or Dugtrio, how you pronounce it. And that's Lorelei. Lorelei is the biggest problem. She has Ice-type Pokemon, nothing you have as a flying type is overly powered that you can just one-shot everything, and it makes it very difficult. And yeah, so we'll see, but I think this can get done. I'd probably get done sooner if I could optimize it, just have everything planned out perfectly. But I'm not doing that. I'm just doing a replay. I watched the last video, kind of learn from my mistakes, and go and do this one. That's what I'm doing. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. How long do you think it'll take me? And like I said, like, share, subscribe. It really does help the channel, and I really appreciate anyone that subscribes. If you comment, I will comment back. So engage with me. All right? Have a good one, and I'll see you guys on Friday.